In the glittering world of the British royal family where every appearance is scrutinized and every gesture analyzed, Princess Beatrice has emerged as a beacon of grace and resilience during what could easily be described as one of the most turbulent periods in her family's recent history. While her father Prince Andrew continues to dominate headlines for all the wrong reasons, Beatrice has chosen a path that speaks volumes about her character, appearing alongside her devoted husband Edoardo Mapelli Mozzi with a radiance that defies the storm clouds gathering around the Windsor family name. This story isn't just about a royal daughter distancing herself from controversy, it's about a woman who has found her own identity, her own happiness, and her own way forward despite the weight of family scandal threatening to overshadow everything she represents. If you're fascinated by how modern royals navigate the impossible balance between family loyalty and public duty, how they maintain their composure when the world is watching their every move, then you're going to want to hear every detail of what's unfolding right now. Make sure you subscribe to stay updated on all the latest royal developments, share this with anyone who follows the royal family, and drop your thoughts in the comments because this situation reveals so much about the changing face of monarchy in the 21st century. The contrast between father and daughter couldn't be more striking, and what Beatrice is doing right now might just be a masterclass in handling family crisis with dignity. Prince Andrew's troubles have been well documented and continue to multiply with each passing month. The Duke of York has faced relentless scrutiny over his past associations, his controversial interviews, and decisions that have raised eyebrows across the Commonwealth and beyond. The royal family has been forced to distance itself from him in ways that were unthinkable just a few years ago, stripping him of military titles and royal patronages, essentially removing him from public royal life. For any family this would be devastating, but for a family that lives under constant media attention where every photograph tells a story and every absence is noted, the situation becomes exponentially more complicated. The question everyone has been asking is how the children of such a controversial figure manage to maintain their own standing, their own reputations, their own lives when the parent they love is at the center of such intense negative attention. Princess Beatrice has answered that question not with words but with action, with presence, with an unwavering commitment to living her life with authenticity and grace. Her recent public appearances have shown a woman who is neither running from her family connections nor allowing them to define her entire existence. Walking arm in arm with Edoardo, she presents an image of stability, of happiness, of a life that extends far beyond the controversies that swirl around her father. The Italian property developer turned royal husband has been described by those close to the couple as Beatrice's rock, providing the kind of steadfast support that allows her to navigate these choppy waters with her head held high. Their body language speaks of genuine partnership, of mutual respect, of a relationship built on something much deeper than royal titles or public perception. What makes Beatrice's situation particularly poignant is that unlike some members of the royal family who can claim emotional distance from troubled relatives, she has always been close to her father. Prince Andrew doted on his daughters, and by all accounts they shared a warm and loving relationship throughout their lives. The challenge for Beatrice isn't managing a relationship with someone she barely knows, it's reconciling the father she loves with the public figure whose actions have caused such damage to the institution she was born into. This is the human drama that often gets lost in the headlines, the reality that families dealing with scandal don't simply split into heroes and villains but are composed of real people with complicated emotions trying to do their best in impossible circumstances. The radiance that observers have noted in recent photographs of Beatrice isn't just about good styling or favorable lighting, it reflects something deeper about where she is in her life right now. Marriage to Edoardo has clearly brought her genuine happiness, and together they're building a blended family that includes his son from a previous relationship alongside their own daughter Sienna. She's found purpose in her work with various charitable organizations, particularly those focused on education and young people, carving out a niche for herself that has nothing to do with palace intrigue or family scandal. In doing so she's following a path that other royals have discovered works well in the modern era, finding meaningful causes to champion, maintaining a relatively low profile compared to more senior royals, and building a life that feels authentic rather than performative. The contrast between Beatrice's measured, dignified approach and the chaos surrounding her father serves as a reminder that families are not monolithic entities where one person's mistakes automatically taint everyone connected to them. The British public, often criticized for being harsh on the royals, has shown a surprising capacity to distinguish between Andrew's controversies and his daughter's conduct. Both Beatrice and her sister Eugenie have managed to maintain favorable public images despite their father's fall from grace, suggesting that people are willing to judge individuals on their own merits rather than simply by their family connections. This represents a significant shift in how scandal is processed in the modern media age, where nuance sometimes survives despite the pressure toward black and white narratives. Edoardo's role in all of this cannot be understated. Coming from Italian aristocracy himself, he understands the pressures and expectations that come with a certain social position, yet he's remained remarkably grounded and supportive throughout his wife's challenges. Friends of the couple describe a relationship where Beatrice can be herself, where she doesn't have to perform or maintain a perfect facade at all times. That kind of safe space becomes invaluable when your public life is under constant scrutiny and your family's situation provides endless fodder for tabloid speculation. The fact that Beatrice appears genuinely happy, genuinely at peace despite everything swirling around her, suggests that she's found in Edoardo not just a husband but a true partner who helps her navigate the unique challenges of her position. Looking at how Beatrice is handling this moment reveals something important about resilience and choice. She could have withdrawn completely from public life, avoided any situation where questions about her father might arise, essentially gone into hiding until the storm passed. Instead, she's chosen to continue living her life, attending events, supporting causes she cares about, and yes, appearing radiant on her husband's arm. This isn't about ignoring reality or pretending problems don't exist, it's about refusing to let those problems consume every aspect of her existence. It's about recognizing that she has her own life to live, her own family to nurture, her own contributions to make that have value independent of anyone else's mistakes. The broader implications for the royal family are significant as well. The institution has been criticized for being too slow to adapt, too rigid in its structures, too unwilling to acknowledge when members have crossed lines. How the family handles the next generation, the grandchildren of the Queen who are somewhat removed from the direct line of succession, will shape its future relevance. Beatrice and others like her represent a potential path forward where being royal doesn't mean being trapped by every family controversy, where individuals can maintain their dignity and their own identities even when relatives stumble. This more flexible, more human approach might actually strengthen rather than weaken the monarchy by showing that it's composed of real people dealing with real challenges rather than perfect figureheads immune to the struggles ordinary families face. As Beatrice continues to navigate this complex landscape, she's writing a new chapter in what it means to be a modern royal dealing with family scandal in the age of social media and 24-hour news cycles. Her choice to appear happy, to live fully, to maintain grace under pressure isn't about ignoring her father's situation but about refusing to be defined solely by it. She's demonstrating that it's possible to love family members while not endorsing all their choices, to maintain loyalty while also maintaining boundaries, to acknowledge pain while not letting it consume your entire existence. The images of Princess Beatrice radiant on Edoardo's arm amid the Andrew turmoil tell a story of survival, of resilience, of choosing happiness despite circumstances that could easily justify withdrawal or bitterness. They remind us that families are complicated, that scandals have ripple effects that touch innocent people, and that how we respond to adversity often defines us more than the adversity itself. As this royal drama continues to unfold, Beatrice stands as a testament to the possibility of maintaining grace, dignity, and yes, even radiance, when everything around you seems designed to dim your light. The question that remains is whether this approach, this determination to live authentically despite family controversy, will become the template for how future generations of royals handle similar challenges, or whether Beatrice's grace under pressure is simply a unique response to an unprecedented situation.